hoped that I could do to move forward. So my problem is this: I have been taking a dose of gabapentin that was gradually increased over the last year or so by my doctor. Okay, I'm a person with a spinal cord injury, so and I'm taking almost the maximum dosage now. All that has happened as I've increased the dose is the pain level has gone up. So what I've reached the conclusion that the not just independently, but it's been verified by studies and by other experiences that this pill is actually leading to the pain that I'm having. And I believe I want to discuss all of this with my doctor, but why is it a problem that I can't discuss this with my doctor and develop a strategy to reduce the well, maybe we can. Maybe I'm going at it on the wrong foot, but I want to develop a strategy going forward because I think in the past I've failed to reduce the gabapentin because I wasn't entirely convinced that it was the cause of the pain, that the increase in the pain. The doctor, the neurologist, he just tells me go down if you want to go down, go up if you want to go up. He doesn't really tell me one way or the other what the proven, he doesn't put it this way, he doesn't verify for me that there is any proven connection between gabapentin and the increase in my pain level. He otherwise states that the pain level is increasing and that the gabapentin is inadequate to deal with it. But I don't agree, and many other spinal cord injury patients, quadriplegics that I've spoken with on the spinal cord injury peer list, which is a Facebook group worldwide, as well as just you can do independent research on the internet and see many cases, testimonials of people that have experienced the exact same symptoms that I experience all the time, and many people with spinal cord injuries state immediately just get off of it as soon as possible, cold turkey, whatever you have to do, get off of it, right? So in closing, I'll just about this topic before I stop talking. My rant was that what I believe happened is about a year and a half ago. Well, it was a little more than that. It was like at the end of the pandemic, everybody was going through their own little thing, and same here. It was going through a lot of stress, financial and physical and emotional and all sorts of things. And I think the gabapentin was prescribed because I started having these bouts of autonomic dysreflexia where my blood pressure would go up. And I started to deal with it by taking more and more of the gabapentin, right? And almost as a treatment for anxiety or a treatment for, and so in the meantime, and I think the gabapentin was increasing the level of pain that I was experiencing, not necessarily the AD. It may have been dealing with the AD, but it was also increasing the level of pain in a different way. And then, so now it comes to a point where I've dealt with a lot of the issues that were led to my anxiety, so I don't have nearly any of the fears and anxieties that I had back then, but now I'm dealing with all this pain that I'm in. And I want to reduce the gap because I don't think that's my whole thing.
Okay. I'm just starting from your chart. It looks like Dr. Krasnikov and
Yes.
Dr. Sims. It looks like he gave you a cream for your legs. Did you end up using it?
No, I never did get it. I don't know what happened with that. I never did get it. I think it was, maybe I was supposed to pay for it or something. I'm not sure. I never got a call from the pharmacy, or I'm not sure if I was supposed to follow up or do something about that.
Okay. And then do you have any follow-ups with them?
with who?
With Dr. Kresko?
Yes, I do at the end of the month. But his recommendation, the last I spoke with him was about a week or two ago, 2 weeks, and uh, he told me. Okay, I can't say verbatim what happened, but it was something like this, that, I, I told him I'm in, pain is incredible, I can't sleep, I don't know what to do about it, and, he goes, well, uh, either you increase the gabapentin or you don't. Um, uh, why don't you increase it by up to the maximum dosage? That means 100 more, 4 times a day, and then get back, and then I'll call you at the end of the month, and we'll see how it's going. And pretty much, I was really dejected at the end of the conversation with him, because the consensus was the pain's going to increase, you're going to increase, and he pretty much told me that he was retiring, and and yeah, he was in a really, like, his mood was not very great. And then he told me, yeah, and then if it gets worse, you'll have surgery is what you're looking at. So, but I won't be around. And so then I was like, I got, oh, okay. And then I didn't know again, okay, if I'm on the right track to get, with my whole thought of getting off of it. So I went ahead and I increased by two. By 2 doses, one at sort of not back to back, right? And then what happened is I had been no episodes of blood pressure increase, even though I had a lot of pain. I've been managing to manage my blood pressure and keep it low, and just not much sleep, right? And really high levels of pain. And so when I took, and I'm keeping track of all this, it's being written down by my caregivers on a paper, a notebook. And so what happened was, it went from my normal blood pressure to like 30 points higher the whole night. It wouldn't go down. I couldn't get it to go down when I increased, and that's what I told him had happened in the past when I tried it. So every time I tried going up, it would just increase my BP and my AD. The AD was increasing. I was fighting it to not have it go up. When I took and it would also it would bring my mood down. I would lose my mental clarity. I would lose my focus. I wouldn't be able to. I still did. It improved my sleep a little bit. Like, I was able to get a little bit of sleep, but it wasn't very good sleep. So then what happened was I went back down, and I suffered a lot by going seesawing like that. But now it's been a few days, and I've convinced myself entirely that I'm on the right track with my reduction idea, and that I've just, it has improved, just with improving my mental clarity, and I really want to go forward with my plan to reduce. And so I've made a plan, and I want to go over it with either you or the doctor. It's not a huge reduction, drastic by any means. It's 75 milligrams per month of the decrease, yes. And because I think I can split the pills in the right way, what I was thinking of is 2 times a day I would go to 750 instead of 800, and that way I could split a 600 into 300 and then quarters. I can split precisely enough and reliably enough to get a 150 and a 300. I guess what I mean is, yeah, I'm taking it 1/6 and 2 100, so that's 800. So then I would take 1/6 and 150. That would be for every other dose on the day. Does that make sense?
Right, okay. So then in total you would be decreasing
per month, yeah. That's pretty slow, right?
So it's a very slow kind of taper there.
A low taper, yeah, because I don't want to. I mean, I might
So,
go faster, but that's what I want to let the doctor. That's what my plan is.
I see. Okay, so you just want to run this kind of by Dr. Wu.
Yeah, and also let him know the thoughts that I just let you know.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And I also
Okay,
want
so
to say
then,
that I really would appreciate it if he would look into, take some time. I was kind of disappointed the last I spoke. The first I spoke, I was excited, I was happy. I thought we were going to move forward with plans and that he would be open to looking at new therapies or new things that would treatments that, and at the fact that gabapentin may be a culprit or a reason for some of my problems, and I really think it is. I can send more and more data, and I will be sending articles and data, and also YouTube videos about that link gabapentin to what I'm going through, and also methods of getting clear of this problem. Um, so
okay.
yeah, I
So,
would like him
sorry,
to.
I just wanted to clarify exactly the doses that you were taking. So after you saw the pain specialist 2 weeks ago, you increased?
Yes, he
Okay, what was the maximum that you were taking?
he I was taking 800 4 times a day. He advised me to go up to the I guess it was 900 4 times a day, which is the
Okay,
maximum dose. I only got up to half of that, and I did it for maybe 2 days, and it was horrible 2 days. Um,
okay, so how much did you have in those 2 days? Like every day, how much were you having?
I was having what, like 900 minus 200, so 700. Wait, no. So I take 800 4 times a day. So I took 900 twice, and then 800 twice. Yeah, 900 twice and 800 twice. So that's
Okay,
1800 plus 1600. Yeah,
okay, I see.
that was the maximum I took, and it was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. Never want to do that again. I don't know if I had gone up more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. But in the I did consult with a doctor that wasn't, my doctor, but he said, like, yeah, you're probably looking at the same scenario if you go up. It's just going to increase, and yeah, and you'll be stuck at a higher dose, and it'll be harder to come down.
Okay. And so in terms of your plan, what's the lowest that you would want to be on gabapentin? Like, are you going to try to eventually, like, completely come off of it, or do
I
you want
don't
to,
know. I
take it, like, decrease by decrease then?
yeah, I would say that the goal would be to at least get to 300 4 times a day.
Okay.
That's going to take at least a year or two.
Yeah.
Well, if it goes well and things improve with my body, then I'll increase the rate by a little bit. And I want. I mean, I know I don't know what's conventional about the science with regards to treatments to. My last conversation with the doctor led me to believe that he wasn't open to anything that wasn't completely conventional, and that he was just going to defer to the doctor, the neurologist, Dr. K, which I was hoping that he would look at some data that I could send him. There's doctors all around the world looking at this. It's not unconventional at this point. So yeah, can he get back to me about if he's willing to look at this? I don't want him to just tie his hitch to Dr. Krasikov, who's gonna retire anyway. You know what I mean? On this subject matter, my medicine, because I am a unique case, I'll admit it, and maybe my file that was transferred was complicated, and it was ups and downs and too much for him to digest, but maybe we can just move on with a new chapter and sort of start to make a new record based on what we know now and not really get into digesting all of that stuff.
Yeah, why not I give you a call back then?
Okay.
See what our options are, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you a call.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Take care.
Take care. Bye. I don't think I was sitting close enough. I hope it recorded.
It is.
2.